Yo, what's up, fellow MLMers? Listen, if you do not have one of these in 2024, I promise you, you are going to struggle building your network marketing business, whether that's building a downline or building a customer base. You absolutely need to have this one thing in place. I'm gonna break it all down for you. So let's get to it. All right, real quick, if you don't know me, I am Cortez Hustle, founder of the Digital Empire System and iHustle University, where we help online entrepreneurs just like you make more money with less effort by deploying the right systems, tools, and artificial intelligence, including having an automated lead system. That is the one thing that you need in your network marketing business if you're going to thrive in 2024. So let's talk about some of the components that make up this automated lead system. Well, first component you need, and you guys hear me talk about this all the time, you need a targeted audience. If you're building an MLM business on the internet and you're building it the same way people have taught you to build it offline, I promise you're doing it wrong. Because you don't build a business in the MLM space online the same way that you do offline. Offline, you talk to everybody, right? Online, you target a specific group of people so that you attract them to you by doing what? Delivering value to them, which proves to them that you know their pain, and the person that can describe the pain the best is by default assumed to have the best solution. So you have to have a targeted audience. So ask yourself this. Who were you 5 or 10 years ago, right? Who were you and what mind frame were you in when you said yes to your MLM opportunity, right? That person is probably your target audience. There's probably millions of people in that exact same mind state. There are probably millions of people who are like you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago, and that's what led you down to this path to ultimately making the decision to join your opportunity. So in order to build a lead system, especially an automated lead system, you need to be targeting a specific audience, because if you're talking to everybody, nobody's listening. Number 3 on our list is you need a solution to a problem that this target audience has. Now, you see why it's so important for you to have a target audience. If you don't have a target audience, you can't speak to a problem or a pain point, right? So think about this. If I am talking to fathers who I know are craving to build multi-generational wealth for their family, then I can reverse engineer that and say, what are some of the challenges that fathers have with building wealth? Then I can come up with a narrow solution that I can either give away for free or I could sell at a very low cost of entry. That's what a good solution is going to be, and we call that a lead magnet, something that's going to attract the lead to get them to raise their hand and say, yes, I'm interested in your thing. Notice I didn't say go pitching everybody on your opportunity or your products or services, right? Find out or declare who you want to help, and then study that person and really break down the problems or the challenges that they have that you know either your MLM product can solve or your opportunity can solve, right? And you pick 3 to 5 of those narrow problems. You're not trying to solve the big problem because your product solves the big problem, but you want to solve a few of those narrow problems just to show them that you can actually help them, right? So I got a target audience. I have a solution to their problem, whether that solution is a video, an ebook, or whatever. I have a solution. And then what you need is a landing page, right? So the purpose of the landing page is to capture their data, name, email address at the very least, but I like to do name, email address, and phone number. Now, I know for you hardcore marketers out there, you say, hey, the more data fields you ask for, the lower your opt-in rate. That is true. But here's what I know about asking for the phone number. People who are willing to provide their phone number are a little bit more serious because they know that I can pick up the phone and call them, right? So that usually does turn a lot of people off because, you know, giving somebody your phone number is a big deal. It's private. But if you're really hurting, right, you're going to give that phone number. And if that solution you feel is big enough and bold enough to solve your problem. So you need a landing page that has a simple headline that says, calls out their pain, right? So Myron Golden talks about leading people away from pain is the best way to get strangers to trust you. Do not create a headline that leads them towards pleasure, right? Because people don't trust you when you say, I can help you make $1,000. I can help you make, help you get to become a millionaire, right? But they will trust you if you say, I can help you with the 5 biggest mistakes that network marketers are making, right? How did I open up this video? I told you that you're never going to grow your MLM without this thing, right? I talked about a problem that you are to lead you away from pain. So your lead magnet has one headline on it and has an opt-in box, and you're going to then capture their name, phone number, and email address, which leads to the 4th component is you need to have a delivery system, right? How are you going to deliver that lead magnet? So for instance, a lot of times I'm a video guy, so my lead magnet is some sort of video training. So I have the Digital Empire system. So when someone gives me their name, phone number, and email address, it redirects them to either a page with the video embedded, or it redirects them into my course membership area where the content is password protected. So they opt in for free, it assigns them a username and password, they click a link, they open it up, and they put in that username and password, and boom, they can get the lead magnet there. So I give away a lot of free courses, right, as my delivery or as my lead magnet. But if that lead magnet was a PDF, I need a way to automatically get them the download link to that PDF, right? Because technically, I can do this stuff manually. I can say, hey, target audience, I have this solution, inbox me your phone number or inbox me your email address, and then I'm going to email it to you. That's a manual process. And how do I know? Because I did a manual process for the first 4 years of my building my latest network marketing downline, right? They would text me, and then I had cut and paste text scripts that I would use, right? But that was manual. And that's cool if you get 1 or 2 leads a day. When you're talking about getting hundreds of leads per day, trust me, you want some automation in your system. So an automated delivery system is the next thing that you need. And then the last thing that you're going to need now, before we get into that last thing that you're going to need, there's 2 things that I want to tell you about. Of course, I want to tell you about the Digital Empire system, right? This is your complete automated system, AI integrated, CRM, funnel builder. It's everything that you need to build a business online. So you get that, and when you get the Digital Empire system, you also get iHustle University, which is my online coaching program where I actually teach you how to use all of those tools. But I also want to let you know about a free course. If you're struggling to build an online presence on the internet, I got a free course for you, and you can check that out, and you'll actually see my delivery system. You see my landing page, how I capture your name, phone number, email address, how I deliver. Like, you get to see me execute on what I'm teaching you, right? And then the last thing that you need is you need a good follow-up sequence, right? They say the fortune is in the follow-up, and all of us know that in the MLM space, but that doesn't mean you have to manually be the one following up all the time. Now, there's nothing wrong if you meet someone and y'all have a connection, you call and you follow up. There's nothing wrong with that, right? However, when you're dealing with strangers that you don't meet and they are just trying to get a solution to their problem, you're probably not going to pick up the phone and call them. But you can have an automated series of emails, text messages, ringless voicemails, and that kind of stuff going to them on a specific cadence, right? And the digital empire system will help you set all of that stuff up. So if you don't have an automated lead system, then A, you're not going to build any significant downline or any significant money in your business, because especially if you're trying to do this online. If you're doing this offline and you have a manual approach, you're building need to need, that's a different conversation. That stuff still works, but for an introvert like myself, I needed something that didn't require the hand-to-hand combat, because I just couldn't muster up the energy over and over and consistently enough to be out and about prospecting. And I know what you're thinking, well, Cortez, you do videos. Well, listen, I muster up the energy to do a video. I do the video one time, and this one video will get me tons of leads. That's a different mindset. So that's why it's easier for me to do a video than it is for me to go hand to hand and be out and about prospecting. And that's why I've always built my business online, or I found the most success in building MLM, building my business online. So pick a target, study that target, and pull out 3 to 5 narrow, 3 to 5 problems that you can offer a narrow solution to, right? Because once you offer that narrow solution, it reveals to them the bigger problem, and that's what your products and your MLM solve. That's what your actual MLM opportunity solves. Then you're gonna build a landing page, something that you can drive those people to say, hey, I got this amazing thing that's gonna help you. I know that problem well. I used to have it. I solved it for myself. Here's how I did it. They go to that page, put in their name, phone number, and email address. And then usually, if you're using a system like the Digital Empire system, the delivery mechanism is built in. So they put in their name, phone number, and email address. It automatically emails them the link to download a PDF or the link to get into a video course or whatever the case is. But then that follow-up sequence, right? A series of messages that will help you continue to nurture that person over time until they either buy a product, join your team, or tell you to quit bothering them, right? And that's usually the attitude that I have. Either you're gonna get a message from me every day, sometimes 2 times a day, until you buy a product, join my team, or you opt out, period. And that's how I do it. So that's the automated lead system that I recommend that you have if you're trying to build an MLM downline on the internet. If you need help with that, then check out the Digital Empire system. If you need help building your online presence, just so you can attract more people to you so that you can have the need for a system like this, then there's a free course link in the comments below for you to check that out, man. I appreciate you. If you got any value from this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Until next time, I want you to get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now hustle up.